Yeah.
Welcome, Pill Poppers, to episode 59. We have our buddy Marco.
What's up?
And to start off the episode, we're gonna collect some cicadas right here. Empty box. It's gonna be filled. Let's go. All right, so we probably don't have to venture far for any cicadas. I feel like moral reasons we won't eat the females. This is a female. As you can see, there's a little like stripe thing. That's the metal syringe that injects the larvae. So.
Wait, so what's the one by the, you know how some of the males have like a...
I think that's like a sucker to like suck juice out of leaves or something. Marco, do you see any?
I'm looking.
It's another female. Unfortunate. Let's go to the honey locust. What I love about the cicadas is the noise that they make consistently. It's just so loud and like ear-piercing if you get under a huge population. Marco, have you ever gotten deafened by cicadas?
Yeah, especially when I'm at work and I get out of a customer's house, I go right by under their tree and dude, oh my god, it's just ridiculous.
No cicadas here. On to the next tree. I think this is fun. It's like I'm scavenging, you know. What, you see one?
There's one just chilling right there. It's a big one.
Where? Oh shit. Hold it. It's another female, but now we can take notice of the stripage that's going on. This is the one that makes that quang. It's okay, should we just eat it?
Yeah, it's big enough.
Okay. We don't want you to squirm.
No, it's a female. Let it go, bro. I feel bad.
Alright.
We gotta eat males.
Because the females are what lay the eggs for the next 17-year population.
Wait, so you can tell when it's a guy?
It'll make noise. But yeah, I can tell.
So only the guys make noise?
Yeah. Every day when I get like bombarded by them, I pick them up and examine them like a stupid scientist.
Hey, you can see where they all came out of the ground here.
Yes, right here. Oh, see? There's one high up there.
So what, the males are the loud vocal ones?
Yeah. Female. Oh my gosh, we're getting
skunked right now.
You know, if we were a male cicada, this would be a dream right now.
Yeah, what's wrong with that one?
Well, let's see.
Hey, this one has black eyes.
Maybe it's dead.
This one's like, no, it's actually a different.
It's dead, I'm sure, but it's
I think it's like a different species.
Oh, but do you see the little stinger that's in it? So it was laying its eggs and then it died. So
it died in birth?
It died giving birth.
That's trash.
Stillbirth. This is unfortunate. I don't know how newly built this place was, but you can see all the holes. So I figure there's plenty of cicadas around.
All I want to say is, when I'm not looking for them, there's a pile of them trying to hit me in the face.
I know.
I'm looking for them, there's fucking none.
It's like that phenomenon, you know, where you're looking for something, you never see it.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to ignore it, it's just in your face.
Oh, right here.
Oh, there you go. Now, you can see it doesn't have that little stinger thing, so it's a male. And then when you open it up, right there, the white thing in the middle is what makes the noise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like what rattlesnakes have.
I figured.
So,
First victim.
I don't want it to fly away, so.
Oh, look, this guy wants to be eaten too. Unless it's a female. Oh, it's a guy. Look, our second victim just came up to us.
Oh, nice. It's the same species. Oh yeah, look.
Same species?
No, you can't fly away. Oh, another one. The same type though. Here, we'll all have the same species.
So this guy should go away then.
Yeah. Oh no, keep him. No.
Dude, that's bogus. I feel, dude, you're psycho. You're just ripping off their wings.
Well, I don't want them to fly away.
Maniac.
I like how they like squirm.
I wonder if they even feel pain.
There we go. Okay. Okay, I feel like
so bad to watch.
I feel like a psycho. Oh, this is cool.
What?
This one's just half dead. Or not half dead, but This like abdomen just fucking is gone. It's weird.
Is that one of the ones that has the fungus, maybe? Or do you think it was eaten by something?
I think it was eaten. All the animals like to eat the abdomens.
That's where all the goodies are.
Oh my god. You know those weirdos?
Yeah, you're a fucking psychopath. We get it, you work in nature.
I hope we can find the one that makes that weird noise.
I think those are more rare. You got a bird eating one over there.
Yeah. If you can zoom in to the bird eating it. Let's look for one more maybe.
Okay.
You see, when they come out of the ground, they just immediately go to the first vertical thing, thinking it's a tree. So I'll either be on a tree,
one right there, literally.
on a fence. Must have a good old female, so it could fly away. Yeah, and these ones that make the weird noise, they're also like abnormally larger than the other types.
Yeah.
Like you can see the size difference.
That's what they sound like. They're like,
I think these two just got done mating because this is how they mate. This guy sticks it in there.
oh yeah, that's right. I've seen a couple of them doing it.
I've seen them do it on my shoulder.
And
Young love.
Okay, I don't know.
how long do cicadas even live for?
Oh, there's a lot of woods over there.
Oh, let's go by the woods. 3 weeks, I think. They pop out of the ground. They live for 3 weeks, mate, and then die. And you know they rest for 17 years.
What's their purpose?
There's one flying right there. Oh, I hear a lot over here, but it's next to someone's house, so I don't want to.
Just slap a cicada on a hoagie roll.
You know, it's weird. I've never noticed a cicada. I think before this year, I've seen maybe 3 cicadas in my life. Yeah, they rot really quickly, so that's why I want to. Oh, you see them? Oh, look, Marco.
Oh yeah.
They're doing their action.
Now they're cuddling.
You didn't have to do that, man. You want a giant opening your house and just lifting you up while you're doing the do?
Okay, let's go to the woods and make our final effort.
Aren't the males more aggressive?
What do you mean by aggressive?
Like, not aggressive in the sense that they're gonna attack you, but I've seen people literally get like a single cicada just constantly slamming into their face like they want it to go away.
I've definitely felt that before.
People will walk around, especially old people, with like tennis rackets and bat them away.
Yeah, dude, my boss gives his kids a fucking wiffle ball bat and they just whack them out of the air. I'm like, okay, that's fucked up though.
Yeah, I don't know. Do cicada lives matter?
Nah.
CML.
CLM?
Oh, CLM. What do you see?
I got these guys.
All right, so to be a little bit humane, we're going to put them in hibernation mode first. Marco, explain.
Well, it's like any other animal. You put them in the cold, they'll fall asleep. It'd be an easier way to take off their legs and fry them off.
Going in.
Put them in the freezer, yeah.
I'll put it next to this tin can. Be back in 30 minutes. So cicadas are frozen. They're not moving. So now it's time to devein them and season them. Marco, would you like to do this, or you want me to handle?
I could do it, I don't care, as long as they're not fucking alive anymore.
You can do it. You can do one. So we're gonna rip off the legs.
These things got cold fast as hell. Oh, okay, his whole head just came off.
This is very interesting. Oh my god. Do you hear it?
He's alive still.
Oh god. Oh yeah, the head ripped off. This is gonna get us demonetized. I think it feels a little bit more comfortable without the head to eat it.
Yeah, guys.
How's it still making noise though? That's the thing. Oh my god. Alright, now
They literally just look like beans now.
some salt.
Oh, what right now?
What?
How the fuck are you gonna put salt on them right now? Just a grain of salt. You know, while we're at it, might as well just put it inside of his. Oh, fuck it, whatever. Look at this carnage.
Get the legs.
So what, you're gonna season them when they thaw out.
Oh.
When they're thawed, they're moist, and they'll actually hold.
Okay, so I like how we have that giant riddle for these three.
Yeah, let's pan over to the size comparison between this and the pan.
Oh fuck.
All this for a little fucker.
Jesus.
That's so strange.
Weird.
Should we just microwave them?
You ever seen How to Eat Fried Worms? Yeah, you don't do that.
Just zap them real quick.
Bug guts all over the inside of your microwave.
Just
Just gonna throw this nasty shit away.
do you have a Pam or should we use olive oil? Alright.
Cicadas are going on. What are you thinking right now, Thomas? Excited?
I'm very interested. I think if we got more this would be fun, but just cooking 3 individual ones.
A whole cicada boil. This is very interesting to watch.
I don't know what I'm thinking right now. I think like it's just overkill.
For real. There's 3 corpses in a pan.
3 corpses.
We're gonna have to let it cook for a minute. Like,
It's the 3 of us if we were cicadas.
yeah, for real.
One for each of us.
There's Thomas, Liam,
Are you
and
eating
Marco.
one?
Yeah, I'll eat one.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have caught one more because she said she was gonna eat one too.
Oh, we gotta go get one more. No?
Change your mind?
No?
Yeah, probably.
Then we'll have one. What is this, cayenne?
Yeah. Oh no, it's chili powder.
Finally, we're looking good on the pod.
Finally, Pill Poppers, episode 59.
Let's go.
We already did the intro, but let's do it again. We welcome our guest Marco for episode 59.
Hello.
You guys did so well on our last episode. 10 likes, almost like right away. I think
Huge.
if you guys can do that for this episode, we'll eat a steak.
We'll eat a steak.
We'll eat a nice steak.
It'll be easier for us this time.
But,
we got to give them something to work towards.
Yeah, but before we get to the juice of the show, Be sure to like,
Yeah, they're crispy.
subscribe, and a little question for you guys to put in the comments to answer. What is your favorite season? Marco, I think I know the answer for you already, but it's winter. It's winter. Yeah.
Winter.
Oh yeah, I hate summer.
I think like you and I run the same. In the summer is just like way too hot.
Dude, it's like I get up and leave the house for 5 minutes. I'm already drenched in sweat.
Damn.
It's disgusting. I don't want to be out in the hot. I'm
Yeah.
too lazy for that shit.
Especially when it's like humid out here
Ugh.
in Illinois, just immediately like drenched.
We don't even have swamps here, but it's that humid.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. And but
got
I think my number one is spring, and then winter is number two for me. Because spring is like you can do shit outside and it's not too hot, and shit starts to look nice.
Well, I have terrible allergies, so I think spring's. I love the weather for sure. Definitely not the flowers blooming and everything. I'll be sneezing every 5 minutes.
Jeez.
You know, I've never had allergies, so I don't think
It's because you're Slavic.
The Slav genes.
we don't have a lot of. All we have is like pine trees. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, you have you ever shaken like a pine tree when it's like springtime and all the orange dust, the pollen just comes off of it?
No.
Oh, you'd love
Never
that.
done that before.
Oh, you'd love that.
Yeah, I'd
You'd
probably
die.
snort all of it. I'd love to snort it all.
One of my coworkers thought it was like a chemical, and he was like afraid. I'm like, what is that? I'm like,
Holy
shit, it's cum.
Agent Orange. You know this is actually the powder we use to kill the Vietnamese.
Liam, what's your favorite?
Fall.
Fall.
Definitely.
Fall's beautiful.
Fall's beautiful, dude. The colors especially, and you get the cold, crisp mornings. But then when like the sun comes out in the middle of the day, you can start shedding the layers, and it's like
I think around the fall time is when in Illinois we get all 4 seasons in a day.
oh yeah,
It's like
dude. Also, fall usually like end of summer, early fall is right. What's up, camera 2? By the way, we got 2 cameras here.
camera 2.
Is when you can get like lakes and rivers are the warmest, especially like lakes that are sitting there, like Lake Michigan. That late summer, early fall is when it's the warmest, and it's just so nice to like just go jump in.
Yeah.
Super solid,
Yeah,
but
fall's real nice too.
dude, it's nice living where we're at because we get all 4 seasons. Like you go down to Arizona or Florida, sure you get like warmth, you get that hot heat, you get that humid heat, but you don't get anything else other than that.
I don't know.
Yeah, fall's real nice, you know. Being nice and warm in a nice designer sweater you got.
That Gucci.
The chapped lips.
I think for winter I have to qualify that I like winter when there's snow outside, not when it's just fucking cold. Like because we haven't gotten good snow like in December for a while.
Yeah,
it's always been mid-January or something.
I mean, I think that just has to do with the earth heating up.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's just how it is.
It's just shifting.
Yeah, I mean, and people are like, "Oh, global warming." Listen, bro, for millions and millions of years, the Earth's heat up and cool down. That's just how stuff happens.
Yeah.
So, are you for or against climate change?
It's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But the climate does change. But
naturally, it changes. I mean, obviously, we're not helping we're definitely helping warm the Earth up. But if something really wanted to, I'm pretty sure the Earth could just freeze up again.
yeah, definitely.
I don't
think about the days we've had this last winter. We had 3 days where it was -20. That was terrible. That was fucking terrible. You're gonna tell me that climate change? Yeah, it obviously exists, but not to the extent people are saying.
So you're like those boomers on Facebook, when it's blizzard outside, they say climate, the climate's heating or whatever.
Yeah, I'll
we're getting it started early.
Be like, hey, wow, it's real hot out.
Oh, look at this. Damn.
That's why they changed it from climate change to instead of global warming.
Yeah, because people are stupid. They don't know anything. I mean, neither do I, but.
Speaking of being stupid, Thomas said something wrong last
Oh,
episode.
yeah, I need to make a correction. It was a couple episodes back. We were discussing why Chicago's called the Windy City. Liam, you thought it was because of the comedy scene.
Yeah.
I thought it was because of wind.
So both of us were wrong.
We're both wrong.
What? Explain your. I've never heard the comedy scene.
Second City is a really popular, well-known around the United States comedy scene. and there's or actually they're improv, and then there's also like a pretty decent like stand up and normal comedian scene. And when you think of comedians, you think of them like kind of spitting like fire and spitting like, you know, talking a lot, and that could be considered like windy. So I kind of saw the correlation there a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I can see what you mean.
And then I thought it was Windy City because we get a lot of wind here. But
and I don't think either of us are necessarily wrong.
I mean, being
definitely
from here, I would have thought the same thing he did.
Yeah.
But apparently the wind is the same in almost any other city in the U.S.
Bullshit.
Apparently.
I call bullshit.
Apparently.
Dude, there's no way. When I go up by my girlfriend in Rogers Park, especially when we're near that beach, dude, it's like there's like almost a hurricane just chilling out 50 miles away, and you're just sitting there like...
But if you think about it, almost any big city in the U.S. is by a big body of water.
Mm-hmm.
So, like New York City by the Atlantic,
Yeah.
Florida, like Miami by the Atlantic.
But so is there an actual like...
So
is there an actual reason we're called this Windy City?
So the real reason is because back in like 1890 or whatever, the politicians in Chicago really wanted to host the World's Columbian Expedition and
Exposition,
and they were trying to be very like boastful and like lobby for the role to host the exhibition. And all the other mayors, politicians in the other U.S. cities were just they're called they would call them full of hot air, and hence they would be windy.
Oh. Okay.
And the Columbian Exposition turned out to be the World's Fair.
Oh, that's what. Okay, that makes sense then.
Celebrate 400 years of Christopher, or the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus coming to.
Okay. That's interesting. I never knew that. Dude, did you see what Chicago used to look like back then?
No.
Did you ever see the pictures of it?
Didn't they do like a bunch of things leading up to that, like painting a bunch of stuff white and like that sort of thing?
I mean, essentially, yeah, but like the city of Chicago itself had a huge section specifically for that like fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had like it's like this like American Gothic like capitalist kind of like everything was surrounded by grand pillars and gigantic White House looking like buildings, and even they had like a huge pond in the middle with a statue of a woman standing on top of the globe, and just like it looked like it just didn't look like you'd see this in the U.S. Really.
Wait, so when you say what it used to look like, is that like because the big fire or whatever that happened like changed it?
I don't exactly know what changed the style of our city, but I just know back in the 1800s, I think somewhere close to 1900. But yeah, I mean everything was super super duper like. It looked like if George Washington and like a super famous architect from way back in the day got together and just made like a grand city.
Yeah, I've been getting these like TikToks of like what ancient cities used to look like back in the day, and it'd be like Babylon or whatever other places in the Middle East or Rome, and like the painting depictions of what they used to look like, it's like unimaginable to me that they would have built something like that.
Dude, the Middle East was in the ancient times. The Middle East was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still find beautiful places in the Middle East, but sadly, it's just like a war-torn wasteland now.
Yeah.
Most of it. There's still like Dubai and Saudi Arabia and all that, but they're more on like the money side. Everything else is kind of just like looked like 500,000 bombs just rained upon them for hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the correction I wanted to make because
I appreciate you figuring that out because I
found that out in the comments section.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who left it?
Not in one of our videos. It was like some random person saying like, and the dumb people who think Windy City is because of the wind or whatever.
And then you were like, oh, fuck.
Really? It's not because of the wind?
How does that make me dumb though? That I don't know a stupid fact, bro.
Like,
yeah, you guys are all dumb because I sat for 5 hours and figured out that's not the real reason why it's called the Windy City. Fuck you on my face.
it's like some nerd like, why is it actually called
Yeah,
that? And then
seriously.
thinks they're like very smart for knowing it. But I mean, it's good to know that Chicago lore, because I don't know. I just grew up hearing Windy City, and then you'd feel the wind in the city, and you're like, oh, this is
That's
why.
yeah.
Chicago lore.
The Chicago.
Marco hates the way I say Chicago. Because say it.
You say it normal now. You used to say like a brazier.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
She says it like that too.
Chicago. I don't know. Maybe I've been brainwashed to saying it like you guys.
Maybe your accent just decided to
Or
change to
Michigan.
American.
Michigan.
That's
Michigan is a bad one.
Terrible.
That's a bad one.
Michigan. It's a CH.
Might as well just start speaking with my
Labas.
Okay.
Lava. Speaking of crazy,
we have
nasty
3
bugs.
delicacies right here. If you want to know the specific type of cicada, this one is. It's Cicada cassini. That is the Latin name for this one.
fancy name for a shit bug.
So if you all want to dine on what we're dining, go look for a Cicada cassini outside in your neighborhood. If you live in the Midwest in northern Illinois.
If you're in a specific part of the country.
in during this time period.
Yeah.
Here, have your cassini.
Dude, I'm not ready for this.
All right, Liam, come grab yours.
Thanks, guys, for getting. Oh, I'll take the big one. Thanks, guys, for getting 10 likes.
10
we
likes.
We promised we would do this.
So we're eating the whole thing, right?
We're eating the whole
Just-
thing.
Just like a fucking Tic Tac, just pop it in and eat it whenever you're ready.
Okay, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh, it's like burnt popcorn.
What the fuck?
A little bit of an aftertaste, but it kind of. I think we kind of charred it.
I think we did. I think we charred it.
I think we charred it.
Oh god.
You got some water?
Yes, please.
I don't think there's much in there, but. Okay.
I thought about the fact, it doesn't taste bad, and then I thought about the cicada that was in my mouth, and I was like,
Now
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, it
I mean, we
wasn't
definitely
terrible.
overcooked it, so we didn't. I think if there was a little bit more like liquid in there,
we just ate carbon.
we just literally ate carbon. We just ate
Is it really that bad?
charcoal.
huh? No, the fact that he just said he'd rather eat it with fucking liquid in it. I'm good on that shit. I see that shit on my windshield. I don't want that in my mouth.
Bro, we just ate what's at the bottom of your toaster. That's pretty much it. Just turn the toaster over. Hey, but you guys saw in the vlog. You guys saw us catching those and cooking those, so.
I feel like we need to eat one raw.
No, we don't.
No?
All we told them was what we just had to eat one. That's all we
Oh.
said. Unless you want to eat one raw,
Ah.
don't do it. Don't do it.
If you do it, I'll do it. You gotta give us 20 likes, though.
Yo, next episode. Hey, yeah, 20 likes.
Cicadas will be gone by then.
Yeah.
We'll find a different cicada,
Mhm.
if we ever get to that point. 20 likes. That's insane.
That's crazy. You guys, I know you guys could do it, dude.
But
Last episode popped off.
It's easy as shit. Just click the thumbs up. It's
Yeah, for real. Just make a bunch of
not that hard.
Marco. Just make a bunch of accounts and just
Shit, I can.
but
free emails on Google.
Yeah.
I thought for a little segment on this cicada stuff, I think we can rank the noises of each cicada.
Let's do
Yes.
Marco, I think unless I just edit it into the video, like for the sound.
Mm-hmm. That might be the best.
Okay, so
You've got the link to the video in the doc, right? Yeah, we
Mhm.
could just put it in post.
what we just ate, Cicada cassini, is a loud, high-pitched, and features numerous clicks followed by quickly rising buzz.
That one pisses me off.
Okay.
That one just makes me imagine them like flying at your face and then just slapping the fuck out of my face, bro.
It's always the one that like lands on you and is just like bugging you.
Loud and
Oh
annoying.
yeah.
I always yell like, "Shut up, dude! You landed on me," because dude, they sound like they're bitching. Like literally, it sounds like when it like lands on you, it's like, dude, you landed on me. I'm sorry, I annoyed you.
I was in H Mart yesterday and I was wearing a collared shirt and one snuck in under my shirt.
Oh.
And it took until like 10 minutes me walking around the store before it started making a noise. And I thought it was in my hair and stuff and I was freaking out. And then I felt it back there and there was a bunch of people around me. So I just grabbed it out, threw it on the ground, stomped on it.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I mean,
Just
Pissed
straight
off, right?
oh my god, that one was actually hilarious.
all day every day they sneak into like the back collar of my shirt, and I'm always like, because like I don't have that much flexibility, so I can't reach back there. So I'm just going like this with my shirt. Okay.
That gave me flashbacks for a second.
So that was the first one. Second one, Cicada septendecula. Not as loud, high pitched, raspy, and features a series of buzzes that become more rapid and transition into lisps. So this isn't it. It's like the background noise.
Fucking sprinkler system.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Yeah,
sprinkler.
I don't think I've ever heard that one. Maybe I have. It's just combined
kinda-
with all the other loud shit.
It kind of mixes into the rest. It's really
There
hard.
is the other one you're gonna play that I can totally hear if it's miles away. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can always just hear it out of everything because it's so distinct.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we hear it. It's definitely the most eerie of the three. But this last one, Cicada septendecim, soft droning and low pitched. And how people describe it, it sounds like a wee-oo sound. So let's listen. It's so freaky.
I hear that.
Oh
It's so creepy.
god.
Like,
That's one of those that it's like if you're in the forest by yourself and you hear
I just
like
got
a
goosebumps.
girl screaming.
Oh god. Like, just like, oh my god.
Sounds like I don't know. Fuck.
We should have eaten those, dude.
We couldn't find
we were
one.
Looking for 'em.
Well, we
Yeah.
found one, but it was female. We should have ate her.
We should
Dude,
have
that
ate
would
her,
make some
dude.
crazy sound. We should eat it. How the fuck does it sound right now?
Eat that. Eat that shit.
Shout out Bigfoot.
What is that noise? Dude, they're scary as fuck, but we should go eat it. It's like, I wonder if that's the same way we'd react if we heard some motherfuckers scream in the woods. Dude, we gotta get the fuck out of now. Let's go eat it.
Let's go eat it.
Fuck that was.
But like that one, you know, I didn't know about any differences when they first started to come out. But then like, I don't know. One day I was just working and like I'm out in a soccer field, and you know I don't hear anybody. I don't hear any cars, and just like far away I just hear like a distant version of that. And I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
It just it sounds like Bigfoot like yelling at me or something.
I think more of like, I don't know, Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, you ever seen that movie?
No.
You ever seen Jeepers Creepers? Really? What's up with you guys?
I don't know. Thomas is the movie
What
guy.
is is that movie? I've never heard of it.
Seriously?
I've never heard of it.
Dude, Jeepers Creepers is like, it's old, man. It's,
Move that a little bit closer to your mouth.
Closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, put that in your mouth.
Thomas is like, just hold it up.
No, you were holding it like by your nose. Like, I was like just like right there on your chest, like
Okay.
resting.
Well, Jeepers Creepers is basically, he's like a winged demon, and he lives in a barn. But I don't really know his backstory too much. I just know that I've grew up watching the movies like as a kid, so I didn't really, you know, as a kid you're not really paying attention to the plot. You're kind of just watching the crazy shit happening.
Yeah.
And all I remember is seeing like, you know, I'm pretty sure Keanu Reeves is in it. He's on the side of the road when they pass by. You ever seen? There's a clip where like I'm pretty sure it's a famous clip. This school bus full of like a football team and the cheerleaders are driving out in the country to go like to I don't know, a football game, or they just won a game or something. And Keanu Reeves is standing, really young Keanu Reeves. He's got like a bowl cut kind of, and he's missing his eyes, and the bus just drives past, and all the people are just looking at him, and he's like sitting there. And I don't think that was one of his first like movies he was ever in. I could be completely wrong. It could be completely somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But like for some reason, Keanu Reeves is in my head when I think of that scene. But him young and this guy young probably just look exactly the same.
Yeah. That sounds like it's right up like the cryptid alley.
It,
You might have
it,
to
I mean,
watch
it is.
that.
He's like a, I don't know, dude. I wouldn't say he's a bug, but he's like green.
Oh.
He has a really long nose and like sharp teeth, red eyes, and he's got like, he's got like he kind of looks like a you ever watch WWE growing up?
Mhm.
You know Undertaker, like
Yeah.
classic Undertaker, would have the big hat and the trench coat.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
That's what this guy wears.
Damn.
But then when he wants to, he puts his arms out and his huge wings just rip out the back of his jacket.
That's sick.
Dude, and he can literally lift the back of a school bus up. Like he's supernaturally strong.
Yeah.
But I
Let-
definitely think you should watch that.
Jeepers Creepers, guys. Let's watch it.
Jeepers
There's
Creepers.
3 of them. I think 4 of them maybe.
Damn.
But let's rank the 3. So I think for me, the Wii U one is number 1.
Mhm.
Like it's just the most unique and scary of
It's
the 3.
based.
It's based
Yeah,
for real.
That'd be
Definitely.
number 1 for me too.
And then either sprinkler system or annoying bugger.
It'd go Wii U, sprinkler system, and then the annoying bullshit one because I deal with them every day. So.
Yeah.
I think it'd be Wii U, bugging guy, and then the sprinkler system. For me, I like the variation, where
Yeah.
it gets
That first one though, it's just like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh,
When after it hits those few gunshots and then it just goes.
Yeah, when you're under a tree, or when you're under a tree full of them, oh my.
Yeah, those
I'm
ones.
like sit there with my eyes like I'm like oh.
Those ones definitely. Well, I don't know exactly, but they feel like they would get the loudest.
Yeah.
like one of the days I was working.
Really though?
I was
Maybe.
Because think about it, if they're that loud, but you can hear that Wii U over all of them.
That's true.
it just they all kind of do it together and they try to resonate to make it
Right,
louder.
but I always hear that one out of the huge sound cloud of the huge sound cloud of these cicadas.
Yeah, hit up Cassini on SoundCloud.com.
Sure.
But as I was saying, like I was working one day, and just this one tree in particular just had a million of them, and literally deafening my ears. And when I was driving my truck, like to the next job, I couldn't hear the truck. Like my ear was like, after like a loud concert, you get that ringing.
The ringing? Yeah, I believe you.
I could not hear the truck. I was just like that ringing was stuck in my head or in my ears. But
We're gonna miss them when they're gone, though.
I'm sure a lot of people.
It's been a fun arc
Yeah,
of like the adulthood.
Low-key it is.
You remember when the cicada, like good dad lore,
I think, every 17 years we'll have maybe like 3 or 4 more chances to hear it before we die.
Yeah, I was gonna say realistically, if you had a kid like now, they'd
Yeah.
be 17.
Yeah.
The cicadas come up like, oh, these came out twice when I was alive already. Because they came out when we were younger. I forget how old we were.
2004.
So we weren't even.
I think that was the last time because
no way.
right here
There's no way I was 3 because I remember them coming out all
well, maybe there might have been a smaller one that came out like
No, it was that whole 17-year hype thing about them. Even my parents were like talking about it all the time. I wasn't really taking it serious this year either. Like when they were like, oh, there's gonna be a bunch of them. And I'm like, oh, whatever.
Whatever.
But then like shortly after, like they like I don't know came out of the ground, I was like, oh, whatever. I just got home with my girlfriend from driving back from her place.
See, you're doing it again. You have the mic at your nose.
I just fucking move so much. But
Italian.
yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm
But you
I'm
look-
podcast brained, so I'm just thinking about the mic.
If I'm just correct me if I'm doing something wrong.
I don't want to ruin your flow though. I feel like an ass.
I mean, you're an ass in general, so it's fine.
I mean, we all got
I
one.
looked at the bottom of this tree, and there was like a fucking, like, it looked like a hive of these cicadas. Like, there's so many of them, and they're covered in their shells. Dude, it sounded like raindrops. Like, it sounded like a little storm was happening there. Like, there's just so many of them. So, yeah, I didn't really take it serious until I saw them, and I'm like, okay, this is fucked up.
I really wasn't thinking about it because, every day I'm outside, I'm like, when are they going to come out? When are they going to come out? And then just this one morning, I go to a house and I hear like the droning in the background. Like, for example, this is like what you'd hear. Ignore the bird, but
that background sound I hear all the time. Is that them in the background?
Yeah, that's all of them, like just everywhere. That's what you hear. And to me, like when I first heard that in the morning, I'm like, is there like an engine running in like far away?
That's what I thought. I thought it was just like a really big ass like I don't know, like work vehicle or something.
Oh no, like a pool or like just or just like some
just like an engine.
AC unit.
Yeah,
like
yeah. I know what you mean. Like just like a big HVAC system on top of a building, just loud as hell. It sounds like that, but For some reason, there's some type of like nostalgia I get out of this sound.
Well, I think you just heard the morning dove, so that might have given you.
No. I'm talking about that sound in general because there was a Oh, it stopped.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, you have to reset it every 30 minutes. We probably didn't miss
But
much.
I don't know if you guys have. Did you guys ever play PlayStation 2
Yeah,
growing up?
I've got one here actually.
Yeah, I have one at home too. The big ass bulky.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, sir.
There's
What's
this-
up, camera 2? Let's
There's
go.
this game. It's called Sly Cooper.
Oh yeah.
I love that game.
Dude, there's this like ambient background noise in that game that sounds just like that. It's like that with a mixture of like traffic in the distance on a highway. For some reason, I love that sound. Or like a train in the distance at night.
Throw that on and go to bed at
Yeah,
night,
dude,
like a little
totally.
white noise or something.
I think for you in particular, you lived close to the train tracks. So
Yeah,
growing up, like me, I would hear that too all the time. Just that it becomes just like a regular thing in the back of your mind.
You lived on the other side of town.
Same shit, like
But I'm saying, but you lived on the other side of town, but that train track went through the whole town.
yeah, and
So you would definitely hear it at night because you lived by closer to Nico's house.
yeah. But like I couldn't imagine like living right next to O'Hare.
Oh.
Like the air, like I'm sure people just get used to it, but
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Celia used to live close to O'Hare, and I would just hear those planes constantly. I'm like,
All
oh my.
night? Would you hear them all night and wake you up or what?
No, it would never wake me up. But it's just like if you're trying to like relax outside, like by the fire, you just hear
Yeah. Fuck that.
like holy shit. But I've also been getting these videos of like nostalgic 2000s snacks or whatever that
I've been
you'll
seeing that a lot.
that
too.
you'll never get to eat again.
Yeah.
I don't remember all of them, but some of them are like, wow, I forgot that doesn't exist anymore.
The Scooby Doo fruit snacks.
Yes.
Oh my god, those were my favorite, bro.
Or like those Cheeto Puffs things, like it looks like a paw.
Prince?
Yeah.
The little Cheetah Prince or something. It's like the little Cheez-Its, but they're like tiny little like squares. Those are so good. I think that cicada fucked my stomach up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
On
go take
it.
a shit.
Nah, dude. I gotta puke.
Go, bro. If you
No,
need
I'm
to
actually
go.
not- I'm good.
All right.
I'm just saying.
I forgot about it, but I think this kind of relates. But like when I was younger, I for some reason was like traumatized by like a bee or something, and like I had a bad dream where there's like a balloon-sized bee chasing me. And
Fuck.
the way I'm gonna relate this is like, are you scared of cicadas?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Like some people are really scared of them, and I
No,
feel
I
like
think they're pussies.
And I feel like if they were old enough where they could like kind of remember the cicada, but they're still like in that impressionable young age, like
yeah.
like you get bombarded a bunch of them, I could totally see you getting scared by
For
them.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Like a little bit of
Especially
trauma.
if they're fucking balloon sized. If I saw a balloon sized cicada, I would.
Oh, that one was in my dream. You know.
Yeah, I know.
You know, my house is just like the basement. It was like chasing me through the entire basement.
Hell no. Fuck that.
But I don't know why. Now that I've grown up, I kind of care less about bugs. Like I can grab a cicada like regularly, and I don't care. Like you saw the vlog. I was like a maniac.
Yeah.
Me
And-
too, for the most part.
Like I think like maybe 4 years ago, I'd be kind of squeamish about grabbing a cicada.
There's also still a handful of bugs I just wouldn't touch. Like, I don't know.
Well, like I know.
Spiders, I can touch like, I really don't care, bro. Like, a few of my friends are like absolutely like mortified of spiders. Like, they see a spider, bro, they'll fucking become the spider and climb onto the ceiling to get away from it. But like, I could sit there and like poke at a spider or whatever, just like put them on my hand. Obviously, I know which ones are like the dangerous ones and
Yeah.
which aren't.
Well, most small ones don't have
Yeah.
like their mouths are too small
Like
to
a
even.
tarantula, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'd be scared of it, but at the same time, like if it's somebody's tarantula, I'd be able to hold it. I don't think I'd be able to hold no wild tarantula because those things are known for eating birds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good on that. But centipedes, I'm good. I'm good on centipedes, millipedes. anything
Yeah.
like
Oh, you mean the
that.
ones that come out of like the drains or whatever?
What do you mean?
Well, that's where they like usually like come out of like those like
Here,
weird
you know
like.
what? I got any bug that's like jet black and shiny, I will not. Dude, that scares the shit out of me. For
Yeah.
some reason. Like those beetles that have the horns.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
dude.
Rhinoceros beetles.
Yeah, those.
The dung beetle.
Dung beetles.
Dung beetles. I've never really seen a dung beetle.
Dude,
I don't think they're around here, but it's
Probably
funny.
not. Probably
It's just
like
funny to
fucking
say.
Cambodia or some stupid shit like
God, all right. If we get 20 likes, we're going to Africa.
that. There.
20.
Do you?
Damn.
Dung beetles?
Yeah. They're like everywhere. They're like cicadas right now. All of them, like trees were covered in them. And it was crazy. They were like big and they can literally, but those are like a little bit different.
Do they
they're,
bite?
Like with one horn and two horns at the same time. The one with like two horns, they would like bite you. And their I don't know how to say it, their grip is very hard. They can like literally break stick into a half.
Damn, gorilla grip.
I've seen that actually. I've seen. They're the big ones, right?
Yeah.
I've seen videos of them. I've seen a video of a guy put a toy like Tonka truck, like a decent sized one, against this little beetle, and that beetle put its like horn into it and literally flipped the whole thing.
Jesus.
Like what the fuck?
Dude, they're like, bugs have like the most, like they can move stuff compared to their body weight. I forget what that is called exactly, but like ants can move like 100 times their body weight. Those beetles probably can.
I'm pretty sure it's just got to do with like the way their body's like made.
Yeah.
If humans shrunk down to their size, they'd probably be impenetrable. Like compared to us, like we're like we.
Oh yeah.
If like if you touch it, it's probably rock hard.
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to also play some annual cicada noises.
Ooh.
Some anal cicada.
Annual.
Annual. Is there like an annual brood that comes?
So, you know how we get cicadas every year, right? They're just not as loud.
Yeah.
So they don't come out every year, but they have so many generations that it kind of like they overlap, and just like some come out one year, some come out the next year, and so on and so on. So it feels like it's annual, but
Right.
they're all like different generations. And I don't know. I've never really noticed cicada noises, so I want to know maybe if you guys ever heard some of these. This one's called the dusk singing cicada.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not. And you know, these are kind of freaky. Like
That one's.
look how this one looks.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I know those. I always called those the camo cicadas.
The
They look like they're
camo.
wearing camo. Yeah, they look like they're wearing camo.
Or like
They're like green and they're like dark green and like they have like slight orange stripes going.
this
through
one
it.
looks really cool. Hieroglyphic cicada. It's like
Oh.
a green camo.
I've never seen that one actually.
I
What
don't
does
know.
that one sound like?
Let's hear it.
Oh.
I've heard that before too actually.
That's nuts. I don't remember hearing any of these. Like, I think that's all I'm gonna play because to me they all kind of sound similar, just a little different.
Yeah.
They all just have that like like constant rattly
Yeah.
kind of noise to
The
them.
the cadence I think is important when you're trying to differentiate
Yeah.
them. The problem is when they're all going at once, you can't really like pick like what's going on right now. Kind of could have sounded like that if you just get like them lined up right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got for cicadas,
Dude,
though. I mean,
shout out cicadas. You know what? They've got a cicada museum up north that I think closes like August 8th. We should try and go check that out.
I mean, I guess it's kind of cool. Like, I don't know. I think it's like people are just overhyping the fact that it's a fucking bug. But like, great. But at the same time, like, it is something that we're not going to experience for another 17 years.
Yeah.
Especially all three of these. Is it three of them that come out at the same time or two? It's
um,
like Brood X or something like that.
it's two different broods coming out at the same time.
What does Brood even mean? Like,
It's
what
like
is it called?
think of it as like a group of generations. So like they all were able, like, they mated and laid eggs in a certain time all at the same time. So they're a certain brood, while something like down south, they're their own different generation and they come out a certain time.
Okay.
I don't know the specific explanation for it, but that's the best I can summarize it. June 9th?
June 9th.
June 9th.
June 9th, 2022 is when we started the YouTube channel for Grandma's Pillbox. And
go ahead, sorry.
no, it's all right. And that's obviously that happened like last week, but we just passed our 2-year anniversary of the channel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wait, now is that when we picked it up again, or that's when we started? That's not during the pandemic when it was started, right?
No. Because the earliest episode that we have on YouTube, I think, is episode 8. So
Yeah.
that was probably shortly after we did that OG recording at Dan's, where we talked about like when
Bigfoot.
Dolly was first coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go back and watch those episodes if you guys haven't. They're like a time capsule, but
Horrendous quality, but
horrendous. Much
know.
better now, and we hope you guys appreciate
I think it's
that.
still the same vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
Same, like just
Can't
talking
hear
about
Dan.
random stupid shit.
Dude, that episode we used Dan's mic on like his glass table, and you'd put anything down and it would just reverberate throughout. It was awful. But
Jeez.
yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool. I noticed that when I was looking at YouTube analytics. Right now we're sitting at 160 subscribers, and this is episode 59. So
Yes, sir.
done about 30 episodes per year since we've started it back up. Pretty good pace.
This one stat I saw was like most people don't get past like 4 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
that
dude.
we've continued bringing on
Definitely.
people like Marco and just episodes with you and me.
Yeah.
I think it's fun because we don't have like a specific thing we're sticking to, so we just get to do random shit
Yeah.
like the disc golf episode
Uh-huh.
or what else have we done besides like interviews?
I mean, we've done audio only stuff. We've done more sets across like Illinois than anything.
One at my apartment, your
Yeah.
house, your apartment, here,
Mm-hmm.
my basement, like
Outside. And then I thought another cool thing was that people generally don't start getting like financial opportunities in their hobbies or like less conventional passions until like 10 years in.
So 30 years an episode, 30 episodes a year,
Mhm.
10 years. So that'd be after 300 episodes, we'd see something.
After 300 episodes, by that point, hopefully we've got the potential to make this like a full-time.
Marco, where do you think where we would be at in terms of like set quality topics, like after 300 freaking episodes? I think
If you guys,
we'd
if you
be-
guys, like gathered up the following and continued to pour your extra bit of like savings, or not savings, but extra bit of cash into your setup. I mean, even just what you have now is still like 10 times better than one. But I mean, there's motherfuckers sitting over there with a plastic party table, their iPhone, and I mean, I'm not talking shit. Everyone starts somewhere, you know.
For sure.
But what I'm saying is, like, you guys, you got a good camera, you got the halo lights, and I mean, this mic is badass. So is that one. I'm not saying this one isn't, but
that one I borrowed from Alvin.
Yeah, this was from Full Court Press.
Shout out to Full Court Press for providing the microphone for this
Yes.
episode.
right. But I think in what did you say, 10 years?
Yeah.
Mhm.
10 years time.
So
if you
8 more
continue to
years
do
from
this,
now?
If World War III doesn't kill all of us by then, I genuinely think you guys will probably be. You probably have a studio somewhere, out of state maybe, or somewhere upstate. Something cool, something kind of like a getaway. Where
Yeah.
You guys kind of go and do your business, and I think you guys would be pretty successful in the sense of,
But
Yeah.
do you think we're gonna stick to this same shtick, or like we're gonna like I don't know, because we're thinking about doing a cryptid show. So instead of just like a regular podcast, we'd like speak like cryptid stories or something.
Why not do both?
We can do both, but it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
is.
work, but at the same time, you can also do it where it's not just you two, and you could have kind of like a team. So there'd be like a team for editing, and then there'd be the team for, editing Grandma's Pillbox, and there's a team that edits the Cryptid Show.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's way far along the line. If that's what you guys want to end up doing, I think if you have the money to do it, you can probably hire a couple people, or if they're good friends of yours and they don't mind, being like a part of the team.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on camera, but in the backgrounds.
Right.
Because I know a lot of like, think about like Joe Rogan and stuff, or
Dude, even any of those like big pod sets, like Andrew Scholes, if you know him.
Yeah, of course.
Flagrant. Like
Yeah.
he's got obviously like the on-screen talent, and then he's got like 50 dudes in the background just like doing different things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where you guys just got to keep bringing people on. I mean, it's always nice to have the same people on. Right?
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
But like,
the audience gets like know you more, and then you become like more of like a name. Yeah.
This and that. But always bring different, like more different types of personalities on, because there's always gonna be a chance you're gonna bring somebody on that's just gonna spark like a, oh, we want more of this fucking guy, like
For sure.
just randomly. But I think you guys will be fine. Realistically, it's not like you guys are doing bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy with how we've progressed. I think it's a good mix of passion and discipline, dedication has gotten us to where we are now.
Definitely finding the time to do it is the hardest part.
Mm-hmm. Especially both of us having full-time jobs.
I come home and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Or like
the weekends roll around, it's like, man, this is my only free time. And then it's like, okay, am I going to sacrifice my time with like my girlfriend, my fiance, to just edit up this? And like, dude, even like to really like grow big, trying to post like short form stuff every day, that's hours of work to come up with an idea, edit it, upload it to all the channels. I mean, those guys are grinding. Yeah,
absolutely.
We're just doing our thing, dude. Once we can get that G Fuel sponsorship, I don't know about you, Thomas, but I'm fine to go with unethical sponsors. I just want the money.
Wait, what do you mean G Fuel sponsorship?
Like, you know G Fuel, right?
To do that?
No, but there is a podcast that I follow that gets less views on their podcast than us. They do have a bigger TikTok following, but I mean they have a G Fuel sponsorship, so they're kind of like they're kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel that I'm looking at and trying to see. Okay, maybe reach out to them and see how they did it, because they're just two dudes just rambling on about stuff, kind of just like us. It's very similar to what Thomas and I are doing.
You ever think of like reaching out to them and maybe combining followers and having a crew to do stuff with?
I think if we were to...
Are they from a different state?
Yeah, probably. I don't know where they're from. I'd assume, I think they're from like a little south maybe. I mean, I'd be down to just talk to them. I don't think like a Zoom pod maybe would be good, but...
Probably not for every episode. That'd be stupid.
No, in person's so much better, because then we could do stuff like this.
Yeah. This is definitely like my first time you guys were gonna have me on, I was low-key like shitting bricks. So
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be like, everyone's gonna be able to just, you know.
Yeah, vulnerable.
Yeah, but at the same time, like being in a little studio or like in a setup with other people, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean we've even got like a crowd for this pod. Shout out Anya.
I always get the jitters before every episode. Like today, I've had 3 coffees.
That's from the coffee. That's not from the nerves.
No, because like I had 2 coffees or 1 coffee when I woke up, and then I got a pedicure, so I had another coffee because they offered it for free.
Nice.
And then on my way to pick up Marco, I'm like, let me get another coffee.
You got a pedicure?
Yeah, my toes. I'm not gonna show them, but
blur those boys out.
Yo. No, just
dude, it makes my feet feel so good.
Dude, yeah, especially if you're on them all day and like the boots and shit.
I think I average about 15,000 steps every day at work.
Nice.
So my feet just get really hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't want to show them because they can look gross.
You sound like a sissy boy.
Sissy boy.
Is it just you? Celia go with you?
Celia goes with me. I'm not going by myself. Yeah. It's like this place in Elmhurst.
Oh, for the pedicure. Okay.
Yeah. But where was I going with that? Why did I even bring that up?
You just wanted to find a way to talk about it.
Oh, the coffee.
The coffee. Yeah,
I was talking
the
about
jitters.
Yeah,
the pre-pod jitters.
To talk about how it's okay to have a feminine side.
Yeah.
If I were to describe my toes, you'd probably find that worse than the cicada.
Yeah, dude, my feet are pretty bad. Like this side broke. Yeah.
You're lucky the camera 2 is not showing your feet right now.
I know. I always got the dogs out though. Always.
Well, if you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's just kind of like...
Yeah, they're just...
It, right?
Yeah, right.
What, feet in your face?
Feet in my face,
You ever get
having like
smacked
my
in the
feet
face
up.
with a foot?
A knee.
Ugh,
Knee's bad.
the worst.
Almost broke my orbital.
But
Bruised it pretty bad.
Marco, you brought up earlier that if like, if World War III doesn't happen or whatever, this next segment, sponsored by Full Court Press.
What is this?
Full Court Press is Albin's channel.
Oh, okay.
He like covers basketball.
Oh, that's awesome. Man.
He's doing great.
It's a pretty cool name for
Yeah.
a podcast.
Apparently, there's a ESPN section called Full Court Press.
Oh,
he's
no.
he's pretty pissed about that.
Oh, he's gonna get DMCA'd.
I haven't talked to him in a long time. Like, probably high school. I haven't talked to Albin since high school. Isn't he Albanian?
Yeah.
Dude, that's what was fucking hilarious to me. Because when I met him in high school, he told me his name, and I'm like, Albin. I'm like, are you Albanian? And he's just like, yeah. And I'm like, bro. I'm like, Albin from Albania. And I was just like, no, whatever. I guess it's cool.
This
Yeah,
what?
he's cool dude.
There's one person who always think I'm from Albania, and I'm like, why? Why do you think I'm from Albania?
There's no way, dude. You look like fucking a description of a Lithuanian.
True.
Like, straight up.
Yeah.
You ever sit in this man's car? I feel like you're in Europe.
All I need to do is like,
I mean, even the person from Ukraine over here sat in the car was like, holy shit, I feel like I'm in my grandpa's fucking car.
I think that has to do with it being a Camry. Oh fuck! Now people are gonna look for me and kill me and bomb me.
Yeah,
Joe Biden, gotta keep moving. He's gonna drone strike you.
Oh, but
I don't think Joe Biden's capable of that.
okay. The section that I wanted to bring up or segment was predict what happens before GTA 6 comes out.
Oh.
And GTA 6 is rumored to come out fall 2025, but there's a possibility of delays. And the meme is like,
Delays.
like when does GTA 6 come out? When's Half-Life 3 coming out? You
Yeah.
know, Red Dead 3.
Yeah.
So
Red
maybe
Dead 3 got confirmed. That it was
Minecraft
coming
2.
out in 2032.
Jesus.
I'm going to be 31 years old playing fuking Red Dead 3.
Dude, it's gonna be
So
the best
sad.
time of all
Yes.
time.
And then after I beat the game, I'll realize I'm 31.
Then you're gonna be about Arthur Morgan's age, and then you can just go
Oh,
out
yeah.
and do that shit.
Hey, boy.
I'm gonna use my 3 weeks PTO just to play Red Dead 3.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Or just say you got COVID.
Hell yeah.
COVID, whatever it is, by
You
2030.
guys
Yeah.
remember that virus from 10 years ago? Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You can come into work still.
Yeah.
No, I'm coughing.
So what did you say? What do you
Well,
think?
predict what would happen before GTA 6 comes out. So obviously there's going to be an election. There's 2 wars going on right now. China, Taiwan. Maybe Javier Milei becomes like world dictator. Like I don't. Do you know Javier Milei?
Yeah, Argentina.
Yeah. I didn't prepare a segment unfortunately for his update.
I don't know enough about him. He looks like a goof. But, like, I've heard from right-winged Argentines that he's a good leader. But, there's always 2 sides to politics. Like, the whole Trump thing, there's people that are like, oh, Trump's amazing president. There's people that are like, fuck Trump.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do we think would happen? Like do we go to space? Like, do we get to Mars? Or
I mean, that's what we've got, like a year and a half.
well, you never
Yeah,
know.
that's in 2025, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Next,
Man, we're getting old. I don't like this.
Potentially, it might get pushed back.
there's the potential to just keep getting pushed back. They can come out with a trailer, but that doesn't mean they want to release it.
I think they're gonna start using Neuralink regularly.
Really?
For like medical use. I think
agree.
at that point, because we've killed hundreds of chimps at this point, to the point where we're comfortable to put it in one guy. Did you guys see that guy?
Yeah.
He was like, I got the Neuralink. I just played
Oh,
Civ all night.
In Civ 6 already?
Yeah,
Psycho,
fucking
man. Some shit out.
should have done 5, dude. Civ 7's coming out. I'm hyped for that.
Civilization Revolution.
Oh, the OG.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna start using that more regularly. And Kate's in doing neurosurgery, so I'm excited to see. She'll be on the front lines of that.
Damn.
I think Apple will probably take like a greater step into their Vision Pro technology. Like they'll make another big step to where they're probably going to shrink it, lower the cost, and maybe even try to get the train started on like phasing out iPhones.
What do you think they'd go?
I think they're gonna do something ocular, probably like some sort of like glasses, or eventually I think it'll be something like the size of contacts that you can.
But you think in 2 years or whatever,
like a year and a half, yeah. I think
it'll really start phasing into that.
I mean,
I think
think
so,
about
yeah.
how fast it went from 90s technology to 2000s technology. Like, that's just crazy, bro. Like, I was talking to my boss the other day. He's like 70 years old, and I asked him, I said, like, how, like, I didn't really know how to ask him like a proper question about it. Like, I don't know. I just like, how was it growing up the way you did, and then out of nowhere, boom, like there's all this technology, like all of a sudden. Well, he said that it was like, he's like, oh yeah, it was a great change, and he didn't mean great like good and great change. He meant like a great like big change. Like he saw that like literally everything was just changing, like when it comes to faxing things and. Because he grew up in the time period where they still use typewriters and stuff. Like,
damn.
Yeah, but it's just crazy to hear. Like, I love speaking to elderly people about like how everything used to be back then, because like it's a completely different world, completely different.
Or like kids growing up now is like, oh, pick up the phone, and they go like this.
Yeah.
Instead of like
this.
Yeah.
Like.
You ever seen a video of like parents being like, oh. Pick up the phone and dial a number. It's a dial phone. They're like, I don't even know how to use this. You not see circles on it? Like, they just don't like try things. They just stare at it and be like, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. What do you think about AI? Because I mean, that's so like the Neuralink and like the vision stuff. That maybe like we're at the start. Maybe like in 10 years we're gonna get some big improvement. But
I think in 5 years.
5 years, but stuff has already started, and we're like in the process of it. And I think one of the big ones is AI. So I think we're gonna hit like how you were saying, things changed so much from like the 90s to the 2000s.
Yeah.
What started like 7, 8 years ago that's about to hit like its precipice? iPhones.
Think about it. Like the first, I saw a video like 9-10 years ago. The first iPhone was. No, not 10 years ago. Probably a little bit more, but still relatively a short amount of time. With like, dude, my boss literally had a phone in his truck that was in like, I think it was an iPhone 2 or 3.
Damn.
Dude, the thing was so small.
Yeah.
It was so small, and like a piece of shit compared to what we have now.
Yeah.
These things are so much bigger, and like, I mean, my dad doesn't have an iPhone. He's got a Samsung, but. This guy can zoom in on the fucking moon and have a graphic, like, detailed picture of the moon. I mean, but like,
what I've heard
10,
is
10,
that's AI.
You cannot do that shit.
What I've heard is that's AI filling in the gaps. Like it knows like what the moon looks like, so it starts filling it in.
Really?
That's what I've heard.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, right. And they
I don't fuck with that at all.
dude, and they marketed that to be like, yeah, you could zoom in all the way to the moon with this thing. Whereas like. I think I saw like Joe Rogan did a test on his pod. He like just put a picture of the moon on the screen and zoomed into it, and it like filled it in.
Oh
Made
wow!
it look like a real moon.
It made it look like what they do when like you put it up to the sky.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I think AI will probably.
I wanted to ask though, what were you using when you were playing Pokemon Go, like back in 2013?
Like what generation iPhone?
If you remember,
2016 was Pokemon.
Oh,
Go.
was it 16? Oh, it was
Yeah.
6. I thought it was 13.
Maybe like an iPhone, like a 7,
Okay.
like an iPhone 7, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like to think to go from that to now.
It was a 7 because I had a 6S plus.
Yeah.
Or no, I had a 6S.
Mm-hmm. The SEs also were around at that time, I think.
The 7 was cool because it had like that button with a haptic on it. Instead of like pressing it, you'd click it and it just like it feels like you're clicking it. But
Yeah.
you're not actually clicking it.
Yeah.
It might be like a sense. You know what a haptic is, right?
Yeah, it's like
The
what
little
people
vibrations.
wear like when they're doing like VR and stuff to actually
Yeah,
feel it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like a little haptic pad under that spot. So when you click on it, it like simulates a button click, but you're not actually clicking the button.
You got to get like a haptic feedback flashlight or something.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck?
Oh, that would go so hard.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think, Thomas? Is there anything that's kind of like been poking around recently that might really pop off here, or that's like coming to an end maybe on its like progression.
Well, I'm trying to think like what is anything that I use like in terms of entertainment. You know, there's smart TVs. There's like those Roku's, whatever.
Yeah.
Or
Bro,
like
Roku's
is that
are fucking trash.
they are.
Every time I've seen, bro, like, bro, you should get a Roku. It's so good. I'm like, I don't work at 7-Eleven, bro. I get a normal TV. Have that shitty fucking like 16-bit town like going past
Roku
the screen the whole
City.
night. Fuck that. I don't want to see that garbage.
Just turn your TV off.
Right. I'd rather see like high quality pictures of beautiful places on the earth, like my LG does.
Yeah.
The camera.
Thank you.
I don't know. I would think most of the improvements would be not like, let's say something you see like in the public all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I think the big improvements would be like medicine or military shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't know, AI guided missiles. I'm sure that's going to be a thing.
Hit up
I
Jackson.
just gotta say something. The other night I was going through TikTok and I saw that India recently built a stealth bomber that they claim has surpassed the United States in like quality. Dude, this thing's a piece of shit, bro. Like, fifth grader motherfucking looked like a fifth grader made it out of paper mache and nailed the fucking propellers onto it. Okay, it's this big steel, like dick looking thing. Like, I'm talking girthy chode dick, like big whatever. You get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I have the mental image.
Yeah. Good. Bro, but dude, they're like, yeah, we've surpassed the United States in stealth and quality, and I'm like, dude, no, you're full of shit. Cause dude, this thing can only go 200 miles per hour, only 200 miles per hour in the air. A stealth bomber that the United States can go like Mach 5 million, whatever the fuck they go up to.
Dude, I think I saw Liquid Death was doing a giveaway
For a fucking jet.
for a jet that can go like 400 miles an hour.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these things, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Damn.
I just wanted to say that.
I saw like a War Thunder video. It was like this is what it would look like if an F-11 was around during D-Day, and it was like the Normandy beach, and you just see like a bomber jet come through, and like the wall that Germany had or whatever that
The huge dirt wall.
Yeah, it's just like you just see all of it.
Tumble through all that shit.
And like, I mean, that's like 1940s, whatever. That's when it happened, and
1943.
and now 60 years later, and you just see it like that's the technology where it all exploded. I saw a video where it's this guy like showing the cost of like military spending, and it was like a test of this Navy missile launcher. Like it's like that square thing with a bunch of missiles in it.
Uh-huh.
And like just shooting one where like the capsule pops out and goes like shoots out. It was like $200,000 or something just from that one missile shooting.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and then there was also the one where it was like the anti-air defense system on a warship, and it did like a quick like, and then it was like $200,000.
or like a jet flying, like the afterburner cost is like
It's like sitting there, just the money, just like building. You're just like,
holy shit. And this is just training. This is just testing.
Yeah, bro. Protect.
who the fuck are we paying for all that?
So okay, imagine that amount of spending, and now you're implementing AI to make it, I don't know, better, whatever. Like, I think a lot of innovation comes through military research,
Definitely.
like insulin, maybe, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that was developed during World War One or two.
Maybe.
Insulin?
Yeah,
Two.
Or penicillin.
Penicillin, yeah,
Penicillin.
antibiotics. Saved the most people in like history. It's like one of the
Yeah.
greatest inventions in history. Speaking of wartime stuff, we got the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Part two.
Part two.
Part
Yes.
2.
I did a little bit of research on that. Well, I knew a lot about the first one. Actually, the first one was.
So let's talk about the first one, I guess.
Well, the first one is. The United States decided to basically fucking showcase their nuclear power with like missiles and shit. So they decided to, show about their missiles in Turkey and
Italy.
Yeah. And Russia was like, all right, fuck it, this is what we got. So they go to Cuba, and they basically start secretly building bunkers. And while they're doing that little shit on the side, like they're also showcasing their nuclear missiles as well. And the guy who was in I can't pronounce the Russian guy's name who was in office, but he
Nikita Khrushchev or something.
yeah, that guy, whatever the fuck his name was. Yeah. And then he basically thought that there was going to be an invasion of Cuba by the U.S. So
well, they tried that before, right? Bay of Pigs.
Yeah, Bay of Pigs, exactly. So he said, you know, like, I don't know why. I think it's the whole communist thing. Like, it's Cuba is communist, so they're like, oh, I guess we'll go protect this little shitty country because they're communist too.
Well, it was like they're a communist uprising, and their U.S. is against communism, so they tried to have people come in and overthrow the government, but then it failed. So Fidel Castro, I think, he was like, I want help, so he asks the USSR for help, and then they send in the nuclear missiles to like flex in front of the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't really scared of that shit, but at the same time, we don't want people to die because realistically, what they were trying to do is target cities in the U.S. in case anything like that would have been the USSR's great fucking mistake if they actually like shot at us. I don't think they'd exist today if that happened. There would definitely be a lot of deaths, and you know, as an American, I'm pretty patriotic. I do think obviously we're number one when it comes to everything, but I don't think we're invincible. As people, maybe the country. I know the country for a fact is technically been deemed uninvadable, considering our geography, our geographic location, the 350 million civilians who are armed.
Yeah.
On top of our fucking military, which has a whopping $800 billion budget. And but no, go ahead.
Well, one thing I learned that I never knew about the Cuban Missile Crisis was that it was like a 13-day span of like this, like JFK getting worried, calling whatever, yada yada.
Yeah.
And they had a Navy blockade around Cuba to stop any Soviet ships from coming through.
Yeah.
And that was kind of JFK, or was it Kennedy, right? Yeah. So he called it a quarantine, so to stop from anyone entering it, but Soviet Union saw it as like a naval blockade, which can be looked at as an act of aggression, act of war, kind of. So that was where the tensions were coming up, and there was a Soviet submarine, and then a U.S. Navy warship, and the warship dropped like a little bomb thing in front of the submarine to kind of signal it, like, come on, come up, like, don't get past. And then the submarine, I don't know, maybe he saw it as like an attack, so they're like getting ready to shoot a nuke, like a nuke missile. Ooh. And they had 3 officers on board where they unanimously had to decide to shoot it.
Yeah.
2 guys decided yes, and then one guy.
The one guy was a Ukrainian.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he.
Slav Ukraine.
He said, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna blow them up."
Yeah, but it was like his decision that stopped the nuke from getting sent out, which I never knew that. I thought that was insane.
Yeah, I read the article about him. He fucking definitely saved the world from a lot of bullshit there. Aside from that, I know that there was also an assassination attempt on Fidel Castro in that same. You know, I never really knew if. Have you heard of Che Guevara?
No.
Che Guevara. He was a Cuban revolutionary. He performed like guerrilla warfare.
Oh, isn't he like the head banner guy?
Yeah,
like
he's like that face you always see. He's got like a beard, the long hair, and the red beret.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I never knew if he was with or against Castro. But all I know is he also had a huge role to play in that Cuban Missile Crisis because he was sending a lot of messages to the U.S. Or no. He was sending messages to Russia as a like mimicking a U.S. Intel kind of thing, kind of saying, "Oh, we're gonna basically fuck these Russians up" or something. So he's kind of trying to push tension, something like that. But it didn't end up working out because, as stupid as Russians are, they weren't that stupid to like pick up on. Or they picked up on that pretty quick.
Yeah. I like how you brought up just like Vietnam.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it was the same. It was
same
pretty
thing.
much the same exact thing. The NVA, the Northern Viet Cong Army, they were completely against communism, in the Viet Cong War for communism, and we pretty much teamed up with the NVA, and we killed a lot of NVA too, though, because without sounding fucked up, I mean, back in that time period, I mean, even still today, they look the same, bro. They're a bunch of people in the jungles, and think about it, bro. You're 10, 15 months into war. You're kind of fucked up in the head a little bit. You're deprived of water and food, and you pretty much trained to shoot anything that moves that doesn't look like a white person to you, because that's what you're there to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, these guys definitely killed a lot of NVA. I mean, not intentionally, but that's just what happened because of the situation they were in,
and then a lot of civilians too. Which
yeah,
and
Americans were held responsible for that too. A lot of Americans willingly went in there. I mean, excuse me, but they raped women, they killed children, they killed a lot of fucking people, man, a lot of people.
Jesus.
And like, not to mention even the other countries that weren't even Vietnam. Like, what I've learned is the craziest fact to me today is like Laos is the most bombed country on earth.
Laos.
Is it Lao?
Laos.
Laos.
I'm pretty sure it's Laos.
S in the end.
It's silent. It's Lao.
Who said?
It's just how you pronounce it.
Did a Laotian person tell you that it's Laos? Lao?
I'm pretty...
How do you pronounce the country Laos?
Wait.
Oh, totally schooled us on that one.
Wait, but Siri just said the country Laos is...
Well, she was trying to explain to me this word Laos is pronounced Lao without the S.
I'll ask... Hayden's girlfriend is Laos.
Lao.
Laotian. She's Laotian.
If that's even
No, the only reason I know that is
Hayden Allen?
No.
Oh.
His
brother.
His brother.
My brother, Hayden.
But the only reason I knew that is because I took a class in college where I studied something for Lao. So that's how I learned the pronunciation. But
I'm American, so I'll say Laos.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
I'm dirty knees.
Logan Ratana's Laotian.
Laotian?
Mm-hmm.
What, did you know where that reference was from?
What?
King of the Hill?
Dude, honestly, I never really watched King of the
Dang.
Hill. I thought it was a...
They had like the... They had the... I think either he was from Thailand or Laos, but he like moved into the neighborhood and all the guys were like, so what kind of Chinese are you? He's like, I'm from Laos. So is that Chinese or Japanese?
So it's the most bombed country?
Yes, because it was like the U.S. thought it could have been like a bomb smuggling route for the Viet Cong. Yeah, so they wanted to stop any smuggling of weapons, bombs. So they kept dropping bombs, and to this day, there's probably hundreds of thousands of undetonated bombs in Laos to this day.
Jeez.
So like, you'd have to be careful going to the forest.
Around random places.
And then not to mention Agent Orange, like you brought up.
Yeah.
Agent Orange, yeah.
They just dropped that from like helicopters and planes.
It was a way to like get rid of the leaves from the trees so they can see them.
Left a bunch of people with like deformities and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially even Americans too, because like that was kind of like a human bug killer. Like you literally. I mean, the Japanese were the first to do it, actually. Well, I mean,
really?
Yeah, the Japanese, not Agent Orange, but the
chemical warfare,
guerrilla warfare.
Oh, guerrilla.
Like fucking.
Well. Actually, guerrilla warfare, as we talked about, originated from Spain during the Napoleonic era. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because Napoleon was mad at them for something, so they sent in an army, and they started like fighting from the rooftops and everything. And
okay, but realistically, when the fuck wasn't Napoleon mad about something?
Only when he was talking to Josephine, and she was behind his back cheating on his ass the whole time.
But like, I think, in my opinion, I think Japanese did it more famously because of Americans went there in World War II. We haven't even gone anywhere in Asia as military like that yet. And when we went to fight in Japan, these guys are our age, even younger, 15 to 24 years old. These guys are just kids, just going there in a completely new world. I mean, like, shit, think about it. There's no technology back then. They don't even know what Japan looks like. Imagine just getting in like a steel boat, driving over the ocean, and you can't even see past the top because you just hear bullets whizzing. And as soon as it opens, bro, a beach, huge palm trees everywhere with fucking shrub and bush, and like these guys are like disguised as the trees and shit, dude. It's just like you've never. It's just crazy. Like, I think they're notorious for doing the first type of. Like famously doing the guerrilla warfare, especially jumping out of the pits in the ground. They have covered like secret doorways covered in like the whatever that Japanese grass is called, but they just pop it open. And they yell "Banzai" with the bayonets.
Dude, gotta be grateful that we're not still. We weren't growing up in that time, because we're
probably gonna experience it again pretty soon.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think anyone wants it to escalate.
If Trump doesn't get in office, I don't think it'll escalate.
I think it'll de-escalate if Trump gets back in office.
But Trump's
think about this. He literally created peace with all the big 7 nations. He is what made Saudi Arabia an ally of ours. He was the first president in U.S. history to step foot into North Korea. He was the first to become friends with a Russian president.
Friends?
Yeah, hell yeah. He was pretty good friends with Putin.
Let's steer away from politics.
Yeah.
So now, current day, I mean, this is still kind of politics, but not really American. Now the Cuban Missile Crisis Part 2.
Yeah.
So Biden and other people in Europe were like, Ukraine, you can use weapons against Russian targets. And now Putin was like...
Stupid fucking mistake, bro.
Putin's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So he sends over Navy ships to Cuba right now from June 7th. Today's June 15th. So I think today's the last day that the ships are...
The last one happened?
What?
Did the last one happen?
Well, no. The ships are staying there at Cuba from June 7th to June 15th, I think.
And then going back, right?
Yeah. But...
What's the purpose?
I don't know. From the article I read, they speculated that it's kind of like Russia trying to flex their muscle to the U.S. We're like, don't meddle with us, and we're gonna try to meddle.
Yeah.
That's what they know.
Yeah, we
I don't know.
We really saw you flex your muscles in the first days of Ukraine. You still haven't taken it. Motherfucker went like this, and the muscle just dropped.
But I've heard, I didn't confirm it, but there's like a ceasefire negotiation. Putin wants like Ukraine to give up a bunch of land.
Yeah, I read about that. I mean, I think they should do it. It's literally just the what's it called, the outer part of Ukraine. I mean, it's either that or you keep fucking fighting and just everyone's dying. It's not worth it. I don't think anything. Here, take the fucking land, leave me alone. How about that? I don't think there needs to be any more bloodshed, man. There's too much shit going on. Like this Israel-Palestine thing, that shit's crazy as fuck. If Israel's gonna take Gaza, they gotta clean it up and do it quick because they're egging it on and they're losing a lot of support from around the world. And I don't think it's right to just fucking sit there and kill a bunch of innocent people because you think they're Hamas.
Yeah.
And then this whole Taiwan and China thing.
I haven't heard much about that, but I keep it gets brought up that it's something.
I've heard a lot about it actually. We've got a lot of microchip and like production warehouses there, and China's like, we're gonna take it. What?
No, just keep the mic close.
Oh, I was just fucking trying to crack my they're like, oh, we're gonna take it, and then the U.S. was pretty much just like, okay, I mean, you could come try, but we're gonna fucking put our foot down here, and if you want to try, we're gonna fuck with you too. So I don't know how that's gonna go, and I don't think the Russia and America thing's gonna escalate. I think Russia's just gonna go back and just talk their shit. But anyways,
I don't know, man. I don't know what to do in the future. I think just keep trying to listen to what people are saying.
I don't know. I like to just think of it as like it's something I cannot control any of this shit whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I have no power, no say. I am literally just a fucking speck on this dramatic field that's playing out. I kind of just ignore it all, and I want to just live my life like nothing's happening because I mean, you spend every day worrying about everything that's gonna fucking your life.
Yeah, you got constantly have that dread, that existential dread.
Like, great, we're all gonna die soon.
Yeah.
Without playing GTA 6. Dude, I swear I'm totally okay with dying after I experience a fucking next-gen modern GTA. Oh my god, that game better make me cry after the first mission on how beautiful it is. Because if it's shit, I'm never playing games ever again.
That's not true.
No,
That's hilarious, dude. God damn, dude, it's been a good pod so far. We're hour 26 in with like a short little break there.
Yeah, I think it's nuts that we're allowing Israel to just bomb kids, but we don't have to keep going on that.
I mean,
I think it's crazy that like there's like always the battle between the two sides in like the U.S., the left and the right, and it feels like whenever something happens, the left or the right has to pick a side, and it felt like maybe one of those left or right picked a side, and now when you're looking at it like objectively, it's really like you can't pick a side.
Well,
I mean, I'll say it because I don't care. The left-wing liberals picked a fucking dumb president, and this dumb president doesn't know how to run a fucking country with the amount of power we have. He's an idiot.
I mean, he's senile.
That's exactly how it's, in a sense, I feel bad for him because I don't think he even really knows what he's doing. Like, I don't think he's really, like, the person that's like, yeah, we're going to do this. I feel like, somebody up there's kind of telling him what to do because the Biden administration's full of shit. They've got a lot of fucking... I mean, dude, this guy's kid just got convicted of 3 felony charges on guns, and this is the president of the United States.
Imagine being
son.
Hunter Biden, bro.
I
left my Coke bag in the White House bathroom.
Oh, my... I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, like, let's go back to the whole situation where people want to say Trump's a racist, this and that. I don't see one video of him ever saying anything racist towards anybody, right? And the only time he was being slightly ignorant about that shit was when he was talking about illegal Mexicans, dangerous illegal Mexicans coming. There's tons of them that come in all the time. But we got Biden back in the 80s who actually rolled in a parade with the KKK. He said a bunch of discriminatory things towards black people. Like, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
That's crazy.
Right, but they want to say, okay, anyways, aside from that, the Biden administration's corrupt, it's full of shit. They don't care about the American citizens. They, in my opinion, I think that if it was up to me, I would try them for treason because they are practically going against everything we stand for. They're trying to take away our guns to begin with. That's unconstitutional. The way they treated Trump during his trials, extremely unconstitutional. They gave him no rights, and he might be an ex-president, but as of right now, he's a citizen. He is a citizen in the United States, and he got no rights during that trial. He couldn't say anything to defend himself. They were all kind of just fucking toying with him the whole time, and it's kind of like a disgrace and a spit in our face to like see that how our justice system in the United States has fallen to such a low fucking level that basically the entire country is looked at as a weak state right now. I mean,
yeah,
dude. Again, and back to what I was saying about how like things are in the United States now. It's like, all these people with their like, transgenders. Dude, you can do what you want to do, man. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like, just don't push it on me. This is the U.S. We have freedoms, right? I don't need to sit here like and hear your thing about. I'm gonna get heated about this. I don't need to hear about this bullshit, dude.
Why are you getting heated? Who's pushing it on you?
Who's
media?
Every time I open my fucking phone, I see some fat lesbian, transgender, drag queen.
But that's just there to piss you off. It's not like it's not everybody.
I don't want to see this.
That's just like TikTok. Be like, oh, this will get them riled up.
Not interested.
It's not everybody.
China's got you.
Fuck China. I'll fucking go over there myself and fix that shit. Put me there in a bad mood and I'll fix that shit right now.
Hey, let's talk about our apartment reflection.
Oh, dude.
Marco said last time, let's not get into politics. So I wanna stay with that.
Yeah, but I just want to say one more thing.
No, it's okay. Let's
get into the apartment.
Okay, you know what? You don't care. Say it.
Make America great again.
Oh gosh.
You could cut it out if you want to.
I mean, I don't care.
It's what, we're gonna get monetized? We don't make any money.
G Fuel won't sponsor us.
If any of this stuff I seriously say will fuck up with your views, bro, cut it out.
I don't. I think
just
you're
talking
fine.
how I talk.
Yeah, I mean it's we're in America. Freedom of speech,
Thank
dude.
you
You can just say
very much.
whatever you want, as long as you're not.
I won't purposely go out of my way to to be derogatory towards anybody. I won't talk shit on anybody's like.
You'll play that clip back. I don't. They all look the same.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I wasn't trying to sound like that. But
Yeah,
it's just
I know.
a shitty situation. What I'm saying is, I will never treat somebody differently because of their beliefs or the color of their skin or anything. But
Yeah.
But what?
But if it's a fat lesbian, I would.
yeah.
Okay, I put in here reflections on living in an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Because Liam just moved into his apartment last weekend. I helped him out.
Thank you. Yeah.
He's in a nice little apartment. This is where we're filming today's episode, and I thought it'd be fun to just think about apartment stories or just what we think about living by ourselves. Because for you, Liam, you moved out for school.
Yep.
You lived in were you in a dorm freshman year, or did you get the house right away?
I was in a dorm freshman year, like an all freshman dorm.
Yeah, and then after that,
that was freshman year, sophomore year. First semester was when COVID came.
Oh yeah.
So I actually spent that semester home.
Yep, me too.
Second semester I did back in the dorms. And then that junior and senior year is when I rented that house.
Yeah, so you got some experience, and then obviously right now you got 1 week on your belt
Yeah.
in an apartment away from home, unschool related.
Yeah.
Marco, I think the only experience you really have is moving out, I don't know, was it 3 years ago or something? Or 2?
Yeah, about 3 years ago, maybe 4.
But it wasn't for too long, right? It was less
6
than a
months.
year? Yeah.
6 months. I
So-
had a lease for, is that what it's called, a lease, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I signed a lease for 6 months. That was
Yeah, but so me, I moved out freshman year into the dorms. Pandemic happened, then I came back into an apartment with 2 buds, and then junior senior year it was into a different apartment with the same 2 buds, but then Vicars as well.
Nice.
And
you were
now
in that second spot for junior and senior year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it was so cheap. We were like, why not just stay there again?
Yeah, super solid.
But I don't know. I thought it'd be funny to think what we hate about living by ourselves, what we love. Because me personally, I live at home right now, but it's kind of like independent living in a way. Just I don't pay rent, which is probably the biggest stress that I don't have. But the one thing I hate the most is doing dishes. It's been uniform, in the apartment, at home,
bro.
just doing dishes every single day. It's unless. At the apartment, I would put it off.
Oh, yeah.
And that would get bad.
Oh, yeah.
At home, I could put it off for maybe 1 day, and then it gets way too bad, and I have to, knock it out. Or Celia knocks it out.
Do you guys have a dishwasher?
No. So it's all manual dishwashing.
This is the first time...
Lithuania.
This is the first time that I've had a dishwasher since, moving out, and it's such a game changer. Just being proactive with it right away, throwing stuff in there.
You don't have I think that was Cicada.
No, at the house that I was at in Peoria, there was no dishwasher.
No, your parents' house.
Oh yeah, that one. But yeah, when I was living at home, I really didn't have to take care of dishes much.
Yeah.
My parents were doing that a lot, which kind of fucked up.
Again.
Oh.
But yeah, that's it'll get to a point where all right, I can use this one knife to cut all this stuff. I can use this plate to put this stuff on there temporarily and then throw my food on there.
Yeah.
Or or I
yeah, multi-use for different stuff.
Or I need to have a game plan if I'm going to do the dishes. I'm all right, let me get all this small stuff, get this big stuff so I have more room.
Yeah.
And
do you have like a go-to thing you like to do to occupy yourself while you're doing dishes? Like maybe
I'll-
a YouTube
I'll
video?
either raw dog it or just like turn on a YouTube video.
Nice.
But most of the time
Phone or on the TV?
phone, because
So
for me,
You do the dishes without a condom on?
yeah, I go in there raw.
Raw dog the dishes.
No, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I don't want to like try to pick a video to turn on, so
Yeah.
I just go in there and do it.
Just hit it.
But if I'm already like listening to stuff and I'm like, oh, I can do the dishes right now, I'll just like put it on the windowsill and then start doing it. I don't like it on the TV because for me, my brain is like I need to see what's happening too,
Yeah.
or else like because the TV's behind me in relation to where the sink is, so I'll like be washing it and then I hear something I'm like,
Just fully turned around.
like trying to look at the
reach
TV.
down, pick a knife up, cut your hand open. Jesus.
And then the urge to not eat out. Like
Oh my god, bro.
That's
like
Fucking thing.
like you'd buy groceries and you're like I want
That healthy shit.
I want Chipotle.
That's beef right now.
Like I don't know, maybe I don't know, in a week have you cooked all meals here?
yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I don't think we've eaten out once.
Good job.
That was something that going in we tried to make a point of, because I think like we've been talking about like the personal finance more and really staying on top of the budgeting. Last month I think I spent like maybe like $300 on like bullshit food and like
It's gonna happen again.
drinks and booze and stuff.
It's inevitable.
I'm trying not to get it, but like I'm going down to Peoria next weekend. It's gonna be like fuck. But
then what about in Peoria? Like how is that in terms of food?
I was working like an internship for like for senior year, so I had a little bit of money coming in, but I like didn't have a job, so I was getting food out like maybe once every 2 weeks, get some Culver's or something. But I worked at Chick-fil-A junior year, so I'd bring food home for free, which was huge. And then
That's nice.
pretty much I would meal prep rice, some sort of meat, and some sort of vegetable, and just eat that for like every single meal over and over again.
My roommate, unimaginable. You know him,
Unimaginable.
JJ?
JJ. He's like the poster child of discipline. Like for some reason he decided to be vegetarian, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And every single day it'd be rice, beans, and what was his side? I don't know, some stupid shit, but no chicken, just
Vegetarian.
Oh, vegetarian. I didn't hear that. My bad.
yeah. And every single day, like, you know, I'm trying to whip up like a nice chicken meal or just some like nice pasta with meatballs.
Yeah.
And then when he's in the kitchen cooking, he gets the rice cooker going, goes up, plays his video game or does homework, comes back down, gets the beans cooking, and then he has his dinner every single night.
Jeez.
It'd be
The same shit every night.
yeah, like he doesn't like he hated it, but he like had the discipline to just stick to it.
Yeah.
It's like my brother, bro.
And maybe-
It's the same fucking meal every night.
Well, your brother's like a gym rat, so
Yeah, dude.
he's doing it for the gains.
Yeah.
Fucking beast.
Damn.
Or like, you know, he doesn't drink soda, just
Mhm.
water every single day. And I couldn't
No
do-
coffee also, right?
No coffee,
Like-
which I think that's just from person to person. Because me, I didn't drink coffee beginning school at
Mhm.
all, and then one day I was just like, let me get Dunkin' for doing homework, and
That's how it started.
not really. That started some like Dunkin' cravings, so to speak. But
Mhm.
I actually used it for getting energy.
Yeah.
And then when I went over to Lithuania and like I was with family or like doing my internship, I was always offered coffee. Like no matter what time of day it was like, do you want some coffee? I'm like, yeah, sure. Because like the days were so long.
Mm-hmm.
And like it'd be like 10 o'clock and it's still daylight outside. Like, do you want some coffee?
Damn.
And the first day I was in Lithuania, I think I had like 3 cups of like and like they don't like sugar it down or nothing. Like you get a little bit of sugar and then it's just like a little small cup of coffee.
Yeah. That's
And that
right.
that normalized it to me. I'm like, oh, I can have coffee as like a comfort drink.
Mm.
So now Now I'm 3 coffees deep in today. Like on the regular.
Do you ever stop yourself from drinking at like a certain time in the day to help you go to sleep?
No.
And you're fine with going to sleep?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like I'll drink it at 7 p.m. because I'm like, oh, Celia, let's do something or whatever, and then I go to bed at 10.
True slob, dude.
Dude, I could drink like a fucking what is that crazily like caffeinated
Monster?
super drink? No, like Bang or something.
Oh yeah,
Bang
like
Energy?
300.
Dude, I can drink that in like 15 minutes. I'm already like I'm trying to fight like not falling asleep. I don't understand it, dude. Anything energizing, I like fucking.
That sounds like there's something else going on.
I've
like maybe low blood
I've
sugar
heard-
or something.
I asked my doctor what that is, and he said people with like. Bro, I'm not trying to sound one of those
ADHD?
people, like, my ADHD is so.
I was literally gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sometimes people with ADHD don't get.
Yeah, he said that my levels of ADHD are a lot like higher, elevated than most people with ADHD. So like, if I drank, like if I chugged a whole coffee right now, within the hour, I'll like if I'm laying in bed, bro, I'm gonna be like, because my body already produces so much energy. Like
Yeah.
when I go into the when I used to work out like constantly all the time, and I was not a fat piece of shit, dude. Like all my friends would be like. Basically, like injecting fucking like pre-workout in their veins. Not really, but like you know what I mean.
Figuratively.
You want some? All like pinchy skin and shit. And I'm just like, no, I'm good, bro. I can work out normal.
Yeah. Damn.
That's something I never got into pre-workout.
This shit's nasty, dude. It's fucking. I think it's bad for you. I don't think anybody should be like. There's no way that's legal. Like you're just pouring powder in your drink. You're all hyped up and like ridiculous.
And
it's got to be a drug.
In Lithuania, you had to show your ID if you wanted to buy an energy drink.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know. I guess
21 or 18 or something.
probably 18. Like I guess like they, but it was only for energy drinks. Like you can go into a coffee shop and buy 6 lattes.
Yeah,
and you'd be fine. But if it was an energy drink, they want to see your ID.
Yeah, there's some scary stuff in those.
Was it like that in Ukraine?
It is now. It was like that when I used to live there, but now they like made a new law where they require a passport for you.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, how do I even get to the coffee from apartment to coffee?
JJ. I
Oh.
brought up. Yeah, he doesn't drink any coffee.
Okay, but I don't know. Is there anything else like that you take away from living in an apartment or away from home? Because I think the nicest, like, I feel bad kind of saying it, but it's like you don't get, let's say, the burden of having to do a chore or something.
Yeah.
Unless it's like something you need to do when you're already living by yourself. Like Marco, for example, let's say like you're living at home and your dad needs you to move the boxes, move the truck, move something.
Oh, I'll bitch, but I'll do it.
Yeah, but then when you're like living away from home, you
Bro,
know,
no one tells you to do anything.
Mm-mm.
But what I can say about living alone, it's like it's very nice being alone, but at the same time, it's kind of sad how. Well, I mean, not everybody's family's like this, but no one in my family ever like called me or anything like. And I only lived down the fucking street.
Mm-hmm.
Like I lived in Ovaltine. Well, you know, my family lived right down the street, and you know, I'd never get any like, "Hey, how you doing?" texts from my parents. Like my brother never called me. Like I don't know, just kind of like that. That right there, I was just kind of like I felt like I was on my own, but not really. Like I can go to the house anytime I wanted, and they'd be like, "Oh, hi."
Yeah.
But they would never reach out to me and like see how I was doing. But aside from that, it was pretty nice. Like, you know, living on your own, and in a way, I felt like being on your own kind of gives you some type of drive to do better for yourself. Like like I'd wake up and I'm like, I've got nothing to do. I'm off at work today. I'm gonna go run 2 fucking miles. Like,
Yeah.
and, bro, I hate running. I fucking hate running. And you know, this was
Running
this
sucks.
is in the time
Yeah, it
period where I
does.
enlisted in the Marines, in the U.S. Marines, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was in pretty good shape, and I was running pretty often. But aside from that, I've never been a runner my whole life, and like I would just get up at like 4 a.m. and I'm like, I don't know why 4 a.m. But I'm like, I'm gonna go for a fucking run.
That's something that I can never believe I've done. Like
We used to do it together.
all the time.
And
Like
yeah.
bike ride 4 a.m. or like I go to your house at 4 a.m. We work out at 4 a.m.
Bro, we should totally do that again.
I can't do it anymore. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know how I did it in the past. Like, I barely wake up at 5.
I don't even think we went to fucking sleep. I think we just stayed up and then went. I'm dead serious. I think we just stayed up and then waited till like 3:45, and then you'd ride your bike or like at 3 a.m. He'd ride his bike over to my house and we'd fucking ride all the way to like Wheaton, and then we'd get back home at like 7 a.m.
God,
And
that
then
had to have been so peaceful.
I think
it was so there. Okay, so there was this one first night we went on. It was the most beautiful bike ride I've ever been on. It was like the moon was in the perfect place. There was enough light to still see everything, and then we were also high. Like we'd smoke a fucking cart before we'd go hit the road. And then it was like we're playing like a fucking game on like dark mode or something. Like it's just like we've unlocked a new map.
Yeah.
Dark mode or
Oh,
shit.
that's so sick.
no, but
And
then
the second time,
Yes.
oh my god! I don't think I've ever been fucking scared in my entire life. Like we like it's like one of those like those highs that vary. So like right now, if we all smoked a joint, we could have like this feels so good.
Yeah.
And if we came back here tomorrow, I highly doubt it'd feel the exact same.
Right.
It's gonna vary. So
we started like to imagine demons or like stuff
I
in
don't know
the
why.
woods.
This shit became a fucking like enchanted forest run.
You know what I think happened though is like that other time we left where it was like the perfect lighting, and then the second time we went like
black.
we went a half hour earlier, and it was just complete darkness.
Yeah, dude. So like we're sitting in I think I rode my bike to your place this time because we took the path right by
Oh yeah.
and we're sitting and I pulled out it was your cart.
I
Whatever,
don't
it doesn't
remember.
matter. One of us pulled our cart out and we're like, all right, let's smack this shit and let's get on these fucking bikes and go. We're excited and like, oh, this is awesome, bro. This shit was so fun yesterday. I felt like I was fucking, I don't know, in a video game or something. So we start our bike ride and we're still like at the near the edge of town, so there's still street lights and cars. Barely any cars because it's still fucking 3 in the morning. But we get on that path. What is it?
Yeah.
So there's a huge portion of it where there's still lamps like lit up. So we're fine just talking, and then we get to this part where it's a fucking like concrete bridge, and it goes over the highway. I forget what highway it is. It's not. You know what I'm talking about? We get to this bridge and like we're just chilling there. Quentin pops up out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Everyone watching this podcast, I'm sure you guys all know fucking Quentin. He's notorious. Me and Thomas are just like sky high, chilling on the top rail of this bridge because there's like these huge barriers, see-through barriers, but like you can't push it over or they're tough. And we're just sitting there watching traffic, just sitting there and. Bro, like, we hear something, like, in the background. We're, like, looking around. Bro, it's dark, right? And then we hear, like, hey. What the fuck is that? And then he's just like, Thomas. And we're like, Quentin? Like, what the fuck are you doing here at 3 in the morning? We're, like, near, like...
I'm going to the movies.
He spawned the movies?
Going to the movies. Schizo. Anyways,
Spawn.
this guy's like...
He spawned in.
He's like, you look familiar. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not from here. Like, I start talking with an accent.
That's a good-ass accent.
And he's like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Scotland. And he's like, where's that? And I'm like, oh. And I was like, never mind. And whatever. And this dude fucking just goes on his way. Like, and then he comes back talking about something. He's like, are you guys going to this girl's house? We're like, no, like nothing's happening right now, bro. It's 3 in the morning. And whatever. It's like, what was it, like summer break or something?
Yeah.
Damn, that was that long ago. We were still in school or some shit.
I think the biggest reason I think that we were able to do that was because we were unemployed.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
We were losers.
So is that like freshman, sophomore year?
Probably.
No, dude. I think we were like juniors. Yeah, we were juniors or seniors, somewhere around that. Because that's around the time where I started to take my health seriously and I was working out all the time.
Yeah.
But aside from that, he leaves. That's fine, said and done. And me and Thomas are like, oh, let's get back on the bikes. So we get back on the bikes, hit another hit from the car, and dude. We start to approach the end of the end of the bridge that goes to the other part of the town. That we just came from this way, and now we're gonna go that way.
Yeah.
Bro, fucking jet black. Like, it's not even pitch black. Like there's no visibility
Jeez.
on this. And bro, we both stop at the same time, look at each other, we're like, dude, that looks fucked up, like scary. And then we're like, fuck it, let's go anyways. So we decide to go, and me and Thomas start riding, bro, and it's pitch black. We can't even see a fucking thing. So and we're wearing these little what are those little bags called? String bag? It's like a string bag.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like a gym
Like a
bag.
drawstring?
Yeah, a drawstring bag. And we didn't have anything in our pockets. Our phones, wallets, keys, everything was in that little bag.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so dark, bro. I'm not going to stop my bike just to pull my phone out.
Yeah.
If you were there, you'd understand. Like, we're in the middle of the fucking woods.
Dude, I mean, it's 3 a.m. Just two dudes, no lights, just cruising down the trail.
17-year-olds just riding down the trail. Bro, but we're riding, and this turns into a whole fucking mission. Like, Thomas is near me, and we're like, all right, bro, like, we got to stabilize our bike so I can pull my bag off.
Oh, yeah.
So we get a flashlight out. And, like, being high as fuck, exhilarated, and scared at the same time.
Yeah,
is
you're
like jumping out of an airplane. And I'm like, dude, like, this is fucked up. So, dude, I'm riding with no handlebars, and Thomas is like reaching over, steering my bike. But that's also a stupid idea.
Yeah.
He's going one way, and my bike starts doing the fucking death wobble. And I'm like, fuck! Bro, and I slapped his hand off and just took control again. And then I just decided to just say, fuck it. Even if I fall, I fall. And I threw my fucking bag around. And then I opened my bag, like, reached in there, grabbed the phone out. And then I just tucked the bag right in between my crotch, and I fucking just started going, turned the flashlight on, and I'm driving on the bike like this.
I don't think it even helped.
No, fuck no.
Oh
Dude,
my.
but like, we got to the end of that, and we're like, dude, we're gonna wait here for like. We got to this little nice like chill park that we would always stop at after the bike rides on our way back. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
There's this little park that you stop there, and it's got like a turf ground. It's a really well kept little playground, and there's it's clean. There's so you can like take your socks off and chill because the ground's soft.
Oh shit.
So we're just sitting there on the swings, and we're like, dude, we're gonna just wait here for like an hour until the sun comes up. Dude, 'cause, dude, that shit was fucking scary, bro. Like,
That's such a cool memory to have, though.
yeah, it was.
And then
I'll never forget about that.
and then go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Nap. I'd sleep for like 9 hours. I'd wake up at fucking like 6 p.m. Everyone's like. And I'm like ready to go do some shit, and I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing? I'm going to sleep soon. I'm like, what the fuck? It's 5:30.
Yeah, your guys' schedules were just completely flipped.
So then we'd hit each other up and go just do it again.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
we ended up deciding to just do it a lot later. Like, I think we'd end up starting to go at like 5:30 instead of fucking 4 a.m.
Yeah, it changed once we got cars and just went to Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah, we also did that really fucking early too. We'd get up at we'd still get up at 4 a.m., go to the gym together, and we'd run like 2.5 miles. And then one of the other days we'd be on the fucking
Stairmaster
for an hour.
God.
We'd sit there, bro, just like
sweating.
Bro, literally, like my shirt was trying to fall off me. How wet that shit was.
It's turning to goo.
Yeah, it was and I'm over here like, and then Thomas is over here like, he's like, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes is a fucking eternity.
Yeah.
You've been on it for an hour.
God damn.
Yeah, that's some unimaginable energy that I want to get back.
Yeah.
That pre-20s energy.
The
late
prime?
teens. Prime.
The prime?
Oh, no,
We
we're
haven't even
in our
reached
prime.
yet.
Oh, okay.
25 to like
30.
I don't know.
something.
I did pull day like 2 days ago, and I'm unbearably sore.
You did what?
Like back and biceps.
Oh, okay.
I'm unbearably sore now.
Yeah, but that's you physically going out of your way to like exercise. Like you can still go on a fucking bike ride and be fine. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Me no. I gotta get that energy back, bro. I've just fluffed up a little bit.
Okay, so dishes, food, being like more independent, alone. I don't know. For me, rent, in terms of like having to pay for it, I was lucky enough to just like take out a loan, and that was able to cover my year's worth of rent.
Mm-hmm.
But like you needed to work to pay for your rent. You are currently working to pay off yours.
Yep.
I'm sure in school, did you take out like a loan to help cover rent, or was the loan purely just for students?
My loans were just purely for like classes.
We're having an abrupt ending.
But yeah, if anyone's still watching, like, subscribe, comment your favorite season, and like it up and see what we should do for 20 likes. Current proposition: we eat a steak on the next episode for 20 likes. So please get that number up.
Make sure to kill this video with the likes so you can have me on more often. Ain't nobody like me. No, I'm just fine.
No. Your episode, I think, is the highest viewed one. Besides our Sopranos intro.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much, and bye-bye.